I live in next door.
I met her when I moved in here, and it's gone on from there. This place of mine was built, wasn't built when I found the place. So when they were putting the plinth down, the concrete plinth, she appeared one day when I came to see how progress was going, and she just stood there and she said, "I don't neighbour, you know."
No, we've never done that.
No, we haven't, but we
They
know.
do next door. I'm trying to put them off at the moment.
But we don't.
We're real
we
neighbours.
respect each other's privacy, but when we feel like it, we get in touch. Quite often by telephone. It's a different type
In
of
your
friendship.
head,
Yes.
you're no older than you were when you were 17,
That's
really.
true. That's true. You don't.
I mean, just because we look old, we're not really. The way you feel at 17, I suppose you don't feel like that again. I saw somebody, and that was it. For the next 2 years, he was constantly at the house. I can't remember how I felt, except that it was special.
How did he die?
When he came out of the army, he worked on a building site and he fell 10 feet, broke his back and died. As you get older, and I had a bad marriage, there's no doubt about that. And I was glad when he went. I would say my life started at 40, but those 17-year-old feelings had gone then. I don't trust anybody anymore. I still don't want anybody sharing my life now, but I would have shared my life with him. Whether that would have lasted, I wouldn't like to say.
You'll never know.
No. I lost weight to begin with because instead of only paying half the bills, I had to suddenly find all of the money. He'd already thrown the eldest boy out, so it was just me and the youngest son. But after the first year, I had no money at all. I got a job and I got £12 to my name and an electricity bill. And I called in a travel agent and put £12 down as a deposit on a holiday to Spain.
Good for you.
And they cut the electricity off.
You've got to get your priorities right.
Of course you have.
Very, very happy, 5 children. And then he went and had a heart attack. Been on my own ever since. Well, not on my own, but husbandless. Mixed feelings, really, because you've got total freedom to do what you want, when you want, how you want. I mean, if I don't want to, and you're the same, if I don't want to bother about getting showered and whatever before lunchtime, I don't.
I'm the same.
Unless I'm going somewhere.
And there are always the times when somebody rings that door. The doorbell works now.
Oh, right.
I've got batteries for it. Somebody's at the door. If you decide to have the day in bed because you're not feeling 100%, somebody comes to the door, but usually nobody ever does.
But yes, the thing is with being on your own, it has its drawbacks as well. There are times when you're watching a television programme, for instance, and you say, "Oh, fancy," that kind of thing. There's no comeback with what's going on around you or places that you go to. You're inclined not to go places because there's nobody to say, "Oh, I'm glad we came here," and you'll talk about it another time. That's the kind of thing that goes when your husband isn't there. That's what I miss a lot. But I had a very, very dear friend who, emotionally, romantically, since my husband died, but I couldn't give up my freedom. But unfortunately, he died too.
I was an only child and now I'm an only person, only old person as well. Things don't change. When I made a bad marriage, your parents tended to say, "You've made your bed and you lie in it." They weren't supportive at all, so that's just what you did. And you could go nowhere. The council wouldn't give you a council flat. Nobody wanted your kids, nobody wanted you, so you put up with it. Now it's not like that anymore. I mean, if either of, well, my son's had hundreds of girlfriends. I have to remember what the names are when they come here. I mean, he's 50 now, I think, but it's still happening.
You have to write it all down, Muriel.
Oh dear. But things have changed so much. It's too easy for people to get divorces now, I suppose. I never had any money from anywhere. Well, either when I was married or when we split up. I was never divorced. But I didn't have any money, and we lived in a council house. So there was no selling of houses.
No.
Everything I ever had, I worked for.
These people that just getting handouts, never get anything further.
They get a council flat, the babies are taken care of. I think some girls at school get married for a council flat, have a pregnancy that they didn't really want anyway, handouts again, and that's how they live life.
Yes, but they never get out of that sort of...
No, but they don't really want to, they don't need to.
No.
They're probably better off than you and me.
They probably are.
I don't care. I'm glad I've done everything for
I am
myself.
too, you can hold your head up. Sometimes you don't look any further than the following morning, and if you wake up, oh,
It's
good,
a bonus,
another day.
yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, another day. They put up with another one.
Despite all your aches and pains and creaks, you're quite happy, aren't you?
I'm happy
And
enough.
I'm happy.
It's a struggle to do anything now. That's what it's very frustrating and very annoying that you can't do things that you could do.
I know, but look what's going to happen to me after Christmas. I'm going to have everybody doing things for me.
Oh, I'm going to have to get on to social services. I'm going to have to get somebody's going to have to come and vacuum. I can't. It takes me all day to vacuum. You used to do all these things without even thinking it. A full-time job. Weekends were cleaning, shopping, cleaning car, and you still had time to go to the pub. You can't do that anymore. My son comes on Saturday and takes me out shopping, and my granddaughter pushes me around in this wheelchair and she keeps saying things like, if you don't behave yourself, we'll take you back to the home. So I have to pretend to be not all there. Keeps her happy.